Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Well, it's another beautiful evening in downtown Spokane this weekend as sun starts to set. You're enjoying a live look from our sky cam. Thanks for joining us on 4 News Now at 6. I'm Rob King, and our first alert forecaster, Jason Valentine, joining me at the desk. We're tracking chillier temperatures. People might see a little frost coming up.
Little frost is possible tomorrow for many of our areas, but what a beautiful day, Rob. I hope people...
Oh, yeah, I loved it. Sunny and crisp. Feels great.
Yes, crisp. Let's take a look outside. Look at the sundown, 59 right now for the Spokane area. That is pretty much all the sunshine our camera can take. What a beautiful day. And again, I hope you were able to get out. Hope you had a great weekend and getting you ready for, well, the week ahead. And on our radar, we are looking at absolutely zero going on. And we do expect to see that for the next couple of days at least. Next chance of some showers is by Saturday. So our high temperature trend, we barely got above 60 degrees today. We're going to be in those mid 60s tomorrow. That is right around our seasonal average. Then we're going to see the return of the 70s. We went from the 80s to the 60s. We finally get to the 70s, and then maybe a very steep drop off into our next weekend. So enjoy these temperatures. But tomorrow morning, we're going to be seeing overnight lows right around the mid to upper 30s. So frost is very likely for many of our regions, including Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, but better chance will be in these areas, which include Ritzville, Moses Lake, Coulee City. So tomorrow morning is going to be a little bit slick and could see that frost return for your Tuesday morning. So just be aware that frost advisory from midnight tonight until 9 a.m. tomorrow. For our evening planner, we have clear skies throughout. And again, clear skies means none of the warmth is going to stay in. So we're going to be all the way down to 35, definitely our coolest moment of the new season. But we have plenty of sunshine on the way, warmer temperatures on the way, and a super moon coming tomorrow night. I'll get you ready for all of that. My first alert weather forecast, that's coming up.
All right, sounds super. Thanks, Jason. Big changes coming to downtown Rathdrum. The town's set to revamp Main Street using a state grant with work starting tomorrow. Our Hunter Bertram shows us what's happening and what locals are already missing.
Downtown Rathdrum is gearing up for a big change, and Main Street is the focus. The sidewalks are in poor shape, as you can see. They are buckling and uneven. Streetlights are also aging, needing attention. Starting Monday, the town will launch a major project. It is funded by a $500,000 state grant. The goal is to revitalize the area. Sidewalks will be replaced, new curbs will be installed, streetlights will be refurbished, additional lights will also be added. The project will unfold in 3 phases. Phase A will begin on the south side of Main Street starting Monday. It stretches between McCartney and Mill Street. Crews will start by tearing up old sidewalks. Phase B will follow, and then Phase Z. However, work depends on the weather coming ahead. Other improvements are planned as well. Parking will increase on city-owned lots. This aims to help neighbors. Visitors will benefit too.
And possibly the biggest visual change are the absence of the trees that used to line Main Street.
Recently, dozens of trees were removed. The street looks different now. It appears emptier. Stumps are still visible. Crews will remove them during construction as part of the plan. As work continues, parking will be limited. Some street sections will close. This will happen in each phase, but access to businesses will remain open. Some I spoke with today, yet sad to see the trees go, are excited about the next chapter for downtown. In the plans for the construction, we can expect a more well-lit downtown. As for the work done to the light fixtures, they'll be rewired, repainted, and given a new light source. Next spring, the city also plans to add hanging flower baskets for the street lights. In Rathdrum, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Exciting times in Rathdrum. Thanks, Hunter. The Coeur d'Alene Police Department wants to remind the community to watch out for one another. October is Crime Prevention Month, and the police department says it's a great time to start a neighborhood watch group. A neighborhood watch group is a group of residents working together and partnering with local police to look out for one another, share safety information, report suspicious activity, and build stronger and safer communities. To create your own neighborhood watch group, Coeur d'Alene Police Department says you should reach out to your local law enforcement and choose a watch coordinator in your neighborhood to facilitate important communication. This morning, Grant County saw a large building catch fire, and you're looking at a picture of it shared with us by the Grant County Sheriff's Office. And they said this is actually a building that stores onions near First Street North and North Country Road in Warden. About an hour after this fire was reported, the Sheriff's Office said power lines were down not far from the facility near Main Street. Deputies encouraged people to avoid the area while they checked on safety and worked to determine the exact cause of that fire. Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Recreation are teaming up for their final town hall this week to discuss the Together Spokane initiative with people who live in South Spokane. The last of 4 town halls will be held Tuesday night in Ferris High School at 6 o'clock. Attendees will hear from Spokane Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Adam Swinyard and Spokane Parks and Rec Director Garrett Jones. You'll also have a chance to ask questions about the projects that are planned in your neighborhood. The Together Spokane initiative consists of 2 measures that will be on the ballot this November. One is a $240 million levy for Parks and Rec, and the other is a $200 million bond to SPS over the next 20 years. Millions of people who rely on food stamps and family aid through federal programs could be at risk of losing assistance during the government shutdown. And that's because funding was cut off on September 30th. The programs now operate on reserve funds while Congress debates a new spending plan. October benefits went out on schedule, but November payments remain uncertain. SNAP provides grocery help to 42 million Americans. WIC serves more than 6 million low-income families with food assistance, breastfeeding support, and health education.
For really young children whose sole source of nutrition may be infant formula, the loss of WIC would be absolutely devastating because their families don't have other options.
The National WIC Association warns funding could run out within 2 weeks if Congress doesn't act. Well, President Trump is now ordering 300 members of the California National Guard to be sent to Portland, Oregon. And that's according to California Governor Gavin Newsom. Yesterday, we told you that a judge blocked President Trump's efforts to deploy Oregon National Guard troops to Portland. And the judge who stopped Trump's plan was actually appointed by Trump himself. And she said the president's claims about chaos in Portland don't match reality and that the protests haven't been violent enough to justify sending in the Guard. The ruling also found Trump likely overstepped his constitutional authority, but the president is appealing the ruling while also moving forward with California deployment.
Will you follow the judge's order in Portland?
We're going to look at that. It was amazing. Portland is burning to the ground, and you've seen it. The place is burning down, and they pretend like there's nothing happening.
California Governor Gavin Newsom says he'll take Trump to court over the deployment, claiming the president is using the military as a political weapon. The White House says the troops are needed to protect federal workers and buildings. We're also learning that the Oregon Attorney General's office is working to file a second restraining order to pause Trump's action. The Seattle Seahawks had victory in their grasp. Still to come on 4 News Now at 6. See the one throw that changed everything, the crushing final moments that left Seattle fans stunned. And it's time to make your list and check it twice. Holiday deals at your favorite stores already rolling out in force. How stores like Walmart and Target are competing with Amazon's Prime Day after the break.
And I don't know about you, but I turned on the heat at my place for the first time this year, and we're going to need it tomorrow morning as chilly temperatures start to creep in, but more sunshine on the way and a celestial event you'll want to check out. Folks, your First Alert weather forecast is next on 4 News Now at 6. Stick with us.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
This month, get spooktacular savings on new Sierra 1500 Elevations with $13,750 off or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Tackle every job with power and precision this season with Pape Machinery Ag & Turf. For a limited time, you can get 0% financing for up to 84 months on a new John Deere 1025R compact utility tractor with 120R standard loader, all for just $249 per month. Shop online or head to your nearest Pape Machinery location to experience the unmatched customer service and support that keeps your operation running strong. But don't wait, this offer ends October 31st. Pape keeps you moving.
Mirajoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
And the princess never felt the pee as the Summit made for a perfect night's sleep.
What was it like before Never a Mattress?
30 years ago, getting a mattress was pretty scary. Middlemen hawked spring-filled slabs, hardly fit for a dog, at prices like you wouldn't believe. And you'd barely sleep, what with bad foam and even worse support. But then, Denver Mattress came to town. They promised a better night's sleep, and they delivered. And it still holds true to this day. Denver Mattress. After 30 years, still the easiest way to get the right mattress.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids.
Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
Share the warmth and do good this winter. Buy a gently used coat for a child at Goodwill and donate in store. Or bring in a new or gently used coat. Every donated coat helps a child stay warm this winter. Together, let's change lives and keep lots of kids warm this winter.
This month, get spooktacular savings on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's, up to $14,500 off or 3.9% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Avamere at South Hill.
Welcome back. Today is National Bookshop Day. The celebration started across the pond in England, and it's a time to kick off the fall book-selling season and the release of some new books ahead of the holidays. Spokane, so many local bookshops to choose from. You got Auntie's, Page 42. Perfect weather to start a good book. Jason,
Yes.
as I've gotten older, I'm getting back more into reading.
Okay.
Less TV, less phone, and it's been just a pleasure.
Excellent. But, you know, always watch 4 News Now.
Oh, definitely.
At 5, 6, and 11 and special editions. But, yeah, no, I've been reading a lot as well, but I've been getting into graphic novels.
Oh, very
again.
nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like fiction and fantasy books are making a comeback into, like, cultural popularity.
Yes.
It's not quite like, oh, nerd alert anymore.
Well, The Sandman was on a Netflix series, and I loved the series as a kid.
Yes.
So I've been rereading the books,
fun.
and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of those books now getting picked up for TV and movies, so that's fun.
and it's a perfect time to be cozy because it's going to be chilly for the next couple of days, but a little warmer into our work week. But not tomorrow mornings. The sun has gone behind and is set, and we are looking at 59 degrees right now in the Spokane region, 57 in Coeur d'Alene. Get ready for those temperatures to very fast cool down into our overnight period. This is going to be our coolest overnight period so far in the season. So cold overnight, as I just said, staying dry. We are looking dry for the next couple of days at least. Return to the 70s soon, so we are going to warm up during our day, and those winds are dying down. We did have some double-digit winds last night, but they're definitely settling down into our Sunday evening. So chance of rain, more or less non-existent until we get to, it looks like Friday night into Saturday. Looks like we could have a wet next weekend and chilly next weekend. And again, a perfect time to maybe bring out a book. But as we're moving along into our next couple of days, the radar is free and clear. Now, that is good news for, well, what's going to be happening tomorrow night. But it's also bad news for our mornings as we're going to see some very chilly conditions. So on our forecast radar, as we're moving along, you can see the timestamp. There is no precipitation. There is nary clouds coming into our area. As we get into Tuesday, you see a little bit up in the northwestern corner there. But folks, we are looking at dry conditions. But again, the good news with these clear conditions is the first supermoon of 2025 is tomorrow night, right around 8:30 p.m. We should have clear skies, so a good view of it. So as you might know, the moon will appear closer and brighter because, well, it is at its closest point to the Earth, hence a supermoon. And this is the first one of 3 that are happening in this year. They waited till the end of the year, though. tomorrow. So in October, November and December are the other two. So check it out if you've never seen it. It's pretty cool. So current winds, we again are seeing lighter and lighter winds as we moved along in the day. We're just getting enough to get some fresh air in, but as we move into our overnight period, the winds are going to come to a standstill, and we do expect to see very light winds for the next couple of days at least. So we'll keep an eye on air quality. We don't want any stagnation from the lack of airflow. So looking at our temperatures, 59 right now for Spokane. 56 in Pullman, 65 for our friends down in the Tri-Cities. So chilly conditions throughout, and it is going to be rapid cooling as we get to our overnight period. And a little bit cooler for most of our cities from yesterday. Look at Sandpoint down 7 degrees. We're going to see just a touch warmer temperatures tomorrow, and then that return to the 70s comes on Tuesday. So 65 is your high tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. Your overnight low Monday into Tuesday will be around 40, so less of a chance for frost in the Spokane area. Tomorrow will be your best chance, at least for this week. And we just keep warming up to 74 by Friday, but a good chance of some shower activity in our next weekend. We're going to keep a close eye on that and look at these cooler temperatures on the way. So if you've been missing the warmer temperatures, you at least have the 70s on the way, which is about 5 to 10 degrees above our average for this time of year. So could be frosty tomorrow morning and that supermoon tomorrow night.
All right, Jason, thanks. Looking forward to it. Cooler temperatures are ahead, but inside the stores, there are some hot deals to be had. Holiday shopping season already here, and major retailers trying to lure in shoppers with some early deals. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
The mad dash for great deals beginning.
With Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th.
Major retailers competing with Amazon for your dollars, including Target.
Oh, you can kiss Target Circle Week's big deals are coming.
And Walmart.
Walmart deals are happening October 7th through 12th.
If you're in the market for new tech products, you're in luck. Amazon is offering deals for Prime members starting Tuesday, and some early sales are already available, like the Amazon Echo Auto, which adds Alexa to your car. It was $54.99, now $14.99. And the Ring battery doorbell was $149.99, now $79.99.
You're going to find the best deals, particularly from Amazon, on those brands that Amazon owns. So think Kindle, Fire, Ring, Amazon Essentials, Amazon Basics.
Target Circle Week kicking off today. Anyone can join Circle for free to access sales, like 40% off Halloween costumes and up to 40% off holiday decor. Walmart's deals start on Tuesday, including up to 40% off fashion and up to half off home items right now. You can save on this Airfire HEPA air purifier. It was $189.99, now $39.79.
I always recommend making a list of the holiday gifts you intend to buy, and then maybe any household essentials, and then kind of tackle it in an organized manner.
Some good tips. Try not to procrastinate, and it's never too early to start saving for your young ones. And finance experts are recommending a plan for your kids that can help with college and more down the line. A 529 savings plan is a tax-free investment account that can be opened as soon as your child is born and has a social security number.
It's not something that shows up on a baby registry, and when you have a new kiddo, there are so many expenses, so thinking about setting aside some money for that is stressful.
Kirsten O'Connor sat down with an expert from Numerica Credit Union to talk about the 529 savings plan. And you can learn about the small steps to take now that can have big payoffs in the future on a new Money Saving Monday tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. Well, Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks hosted Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. Coming up after the break, we'll have the highs and lows from Seattle. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This October, turn up the wins at the Kootenai Casino. Ride off in a new Yamaha Wolverine side-by-side. Earn entries all month, and on November 1st, one winner will drive away with the jackpot. It's easy to stay and play. Book one night and get another free with rooms starting at just $99 Sunday through Thursday, plus 2 breakfast vouchers. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY for details or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks.
Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
Jersey casual dress code on Blue Fridays. Hoarse voices on Monday mornings. And flying that 12 flag every day of the week. Whether you're a hardcore 12 or more of an everyday fan, you're part of a community that loves to show its pride. At BECU, we're proud to be a part of the Seahawks community too, and we like to show our pride at every purchase with the Seahawks Debit MasterCard, the official debit card of the Seattle Seahawks. BECU.
You may be somebody who has chosen drug addiction over your kids. That was me. I did that time and time again for years. You may feel like you hate yourself. You may feel like you can never come back from the things that you've done, but you can. You can forgive yourself. God forgives you. You can be a good mom. There is a better way of life. You don't have to do this alone.
Welcome back. Game 2 of the American League Division Series underway right now as the Seattle Mariners look to even things with the Detroit Tigers. Seattle fell in the opener, 3-2 in 11. Quick update in the score. Seattle taking a 1-0 lead in top of the 5th. A Jorge Polanco homer to left field. Nice to see some offense from guys not named Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez. So Seattle looking to even the series before heading back to Detroit. Game 3 Tuesday. Mariners head to Detroit. First pitch at 1:08 p.m. And the Seahawks drop a heartbreaker in Seattle today. Hawks getting on the board at the end of the first half with this bullet from Sam Darnold to Jackson Smith and Jigba over the middle. And neither defense would return for the second half. Seattle would take the lead late with this scrambling effort from Darnold to find Torrey Horton and put the Seahawks up late, just over a couple minutes left. Buccaneers went on to tie it with a little over a minute left, giving the Hawks a shot at some late heroics, but with less than a minute on the clock, looking for Eastern Washington's own Cooper Kupp, Sam Darnold picked off, and that would set up a game-winning field goal for the Bucs. Final score 38-35. Seahawks now 3-2 on the season, falling to second in the NFC West. Next matchup on the road, taking on Jacksonville. Shifting our focus from football to frisbees in this week's Air for Adventure, our drone will take you flying over the Whitewater Disc Golf Course in Riverside State Park. Enjoy the sights in this edition of the Air for Adventure.
We're at Whitewater Disc Golf Course. It used to be called Downriver, but they changed the name to help facilitate the difference between the disc golf course and the golf course. It's fun. For one thing, it's easy. It's entry level. You can have one disc and have fun. And then if you get obsessed, obviously you'll end up with a backpack full of discs like the rest of us. This is a difficult course, yes. I believe we've only played it a couple times, but this course actually has a way of being played easy and a way of being played hard. So the people that designed it kind of allow you to have options. You can play a shorter hole, you can play a longer hole in many circumstances. It's a lot easier than golf and you can get good faster, but it's very similar.
So the putter is more of a round edge and the driver is more sharp, so it cuts through the wind and the air better, so it just makes it easier to throw further, but it's a lot harder to control. Putters right here, I got my mid-ranges. I have some fairway drivers over here, some distance drivers on the sides and right here in the middle. And these are the putters that I putt with. I like being outside and playing with friends and family, and I'm very competitive, so I love playing tournaments. I was at Junior Worlds last year in Illinois. There was like 60-something people, got 36th. It was really fun, really nice experience. I like being and like seeing like all the animals and the birds and just the noises and being down by the water.
It's fun. You're outside in the woods. You're not on your phone. You're not scrolling. You're not swiping. You are in nature with your family, with your friends, and nothing better than that.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices in every aisle. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise.
And you can add up even more savings with these weekly deals. Like juicy, locally grown Honeycrisp apples are only $1.49 a pound. And save big on select varieties of Lay's potato chips, 4 bags for $10. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Hi, my name is Megan and I'm the Education Coordinator for Wastewater and Stormwater. Today we're going to be talking about dog poop. You might be thinking it's like fertilizer, but it's not. It's actually bad for our waterways and can contain bacteria like E. coli, and that's obviously a health hazard. So pick up after your pet to keep us all healthy and safe. To learn more about stormwater tips and city projects that are protecting our river, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
Tackle every job with power and precision this season with Pape Machinery Ag and Turf. For a limited time, you can get 0% financing for up to 84 months on a new John Deere 1025R compact utility tractor with 120R standard loader, all for just $249 per month. Shop online or head to your nearest Pape Machinery location to experience the unmatched customer service and support that keeps your operation running strong. But don't wait, this offer ends October 31st. Pape keeps you moving.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salonpas patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Sanja loves to bake cupcakes or cookies, but her feet, they were throbbing. Then one day, I found a solution. Arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Welcome back, and just a reminder, frost advisory for many of the regions west of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, including Ritzville, Odessa, Moses Lake. That starts midnight tonight until 9 a.m. tomorrow, though Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, best chance for frost will be tomorrow morning with those lows in the mid to upper 30s. We're not going to get below the freezing mark, but it is going to be downright chilly tomorrow morning. Highs are going to be in the mid 60s, and that supermoon is tomorrow night around 8:30. So, Rob, a lot going on. Frost, sunshine, supermoon.
All right, thanks, Jason. Yesterday, we told you about the International Hot Air Balloon Festival happening in Albuquerque, but today, we can actually show you the balloons in action. Windy conditions kept them grounded on the first day, so nice to see them officially take off. Look at that, very impressive.
Just gorgeous.
Absolutely, and thank you for joining us on 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you tonight at 11.
Great week.